と情報も跳ねる靴の音にかすれて消えてゆく
This is far more powerful than any one person could wield. How did you get so many on your side? Well, satisfied yet, Kiara? Unfortunately for you, I'm far from finished. I haven't been able to bring myself to take anything terribly seriously in this summer outfit. That all changes now. This Palm Jumeirah, no. Everything in Area A belongs to me. I suggest you find it in you to accept your place. Toys rebelling against their owner is simply ridiculous. Wouldn't you agree? Weź ty mi nawet nie przypominaj. Cały YouTube mi wczoraj po prostu nie działał. That form! Oh yes, I believe this form is one you may recall quite well, Hakuno. I may not be the same version of myself as in Seraph, but I still sometimes dream of my defeat at your hands. Ah, what a wonderful nightmare it is. Words truly cannot do it justice. And now to think you are here and ready to punish me even more? Why, I must get it for what's to come as any young girl experiencing love for the very first time. So I do hope you don't mind if I take my time to properly savor both of you, Master of Chaldea and Master of the Moon. Ciemno się zrobiło, czas spać. A. Zaraz się zobaczy, jak to będzie wyglądać. Chwila. Alter ego. Jednak pretender. Wybij trzeci skill jest jak posiadasz swoją własną. Nie załapałeś, o co mi chodzi. Dlaczego dzisiaj jest tak gorąco? Znowu. I właśnie dlatego nie pozwalają wybrać swojej, jak jest możliwość wyboru. Zmień te karty. O, dużo lepiej.
ディオニシスよ。
どこから移っちゃおうかな。アポロヌーチャンネル。
我に名はなし。
Kill!
ああ、任せておけ。ああ、偉大な
Jej ościg wygrane jej NP, więc no
この一時、恩義の宝を借り受けん。
ciszej to
蹂
trzeba.
躙しろ。ヘカティックホイール。と我が竜よ、来たれ。もがくな、逃げずれ。
より強くより弱く。これも
Przecież jest prawie martwa, o co ci chodzi?
鍛錬なさいます。樹海勝間絞り取りましょ
勝利の決断。おいしいよ。
Szlak nie mogę, szkoda.
張り切り、任せておけ。今だ、セイバー。
う。任せるがよい。はじけて。スライダー。大豆七夜間砲。
Jest jedno NP od śmierci. Jakby nadal była Munkancerem, to bym przyprowadził papieża.
任せてください。
了解了解。
グラビティ言わないでください。より強くより弱く。まあ可愛らしい。握りつぶしてあげましょう。ナビよろしく。
任せておけ。
Dobra.
自由になってくださいね。無様、極民の命などこのように王のおかげにしてなゆた湯順に至りましょうや。ああ、私に広がっていく。
くそ、ジャンプさえできれば。すまない。
Poproszę 3 pretendery na środek ekranu, a ona nie... Ja przepraszać. Ja nie chciał. Kiara tak często ma, że ona nie pomyśli. Jak to no effect? Miałeś zabić. Bye bye.
さて、次はどこに向かうんだい？
Runda trzecia, let's go. See what happens when you don't have Karna to hide behind? To think the punishment I so anticipated would ultimately be so empty. I suppose this is the end of this festival then. There are scant few moon councils left with proposals for humanity's end. Though we are each self-righteous in our own ways, our grief for the world we lost is genuine. All I wish for now is to give this road, paved as it is with mistake and after mistake, a fitting end. Utterly impossible though such a thing may be. Oh crap, Master, finish her off, right now! She's about to get serious. I can't... it feels like I'm surfing on solid ground. Ktoś wylał mydło. I want to bring a proper end to humanity and this world. I believe that is what Vividubai wishes for as well. But to do so is fundamentally impossible. Just look at the shaky ground upon which we stand. Immortality was too sweet a fruit for these insects. There can be no salvation for humanity, not on the path it has chosen. No, if there is to be salvation for them, it can only be through my own vow. Gain, decline, slander, prize, acclaim, censure, suffering, joy. Original ground, manifest trace, my spirit origin, the embodiment of paramita. If I must take all 8 impediments upon myself to cleanse them, then so be it. Now the time to bathe is upon us. Come and bond with your humble bodhisattva, won't you? Możliwe, że time to bathe is upon us. Ale to tylko dlatego, że jest tak urwał ciepło. Jutro ponoć ma przestać, to fajnie. Znowu mam kancer. To okej. No to co? O, papież. W ogóle, panie prezydencie, mokra Andromeda uderzyła w Kaldeę. Ona chyba nie ma na LP Ignore Invincible, a wydaje mi się, że Kiara to ma, więc by przydało się... Co ja robię? Która to była karta? I rzućmy sobie strój poważny, żeby ludzie się ze mnie nie śmiali. Przydałoby się jeszcze dorzucić ten ostatni slot. Ale zawsze się trochę slotuje.
Honji suijaku, reiki hanamitsu, 八方の障害、そのすべてを受け止めましょう。
3 tury, ha?
叙情的。コスモですので、おお、プラネットシュート、一斉砲撃開始です。光は縄のように儲け、衰え、そしり、褒めたて。
A i tak nie wolno. Chcę bardzo wiedzieć, co ona zrobi w tej turze, bo jeżeli rzuci... A jeżeli nagle jej się pojawi pasek NP, to będzie wkurwiające.
入浴の時間ですわ。血縁勘定していきます。
Lekko jeszcze widać te skille, jak się przyjrzeć.
成りゆく先は摂政院、仏母のごとき天上楽土。心ゆくまで、身が溶けるまで、私でお楽しみくださいね。加減？美味しいですか？飛ばしますよ。スタジオにします。ちょっと休憩入りますね。
O! ふほっ。
バイクって最高ですね。叙情的。では、いざ。
天心、毘沙門天が真意を抜き放つは今ぞ。美天発想、知らないのタッチ。
水しぶきなんてやんちゃなこと。走れ HD ズバーン。
Really?
アクセル全開。
O kurwa,
ど
no.
こまで耐えられるかしら。
Ma cute nowe animacje. Ale zadaje 0 damage'u.
では座るとしますか。
いざ参る。
この玉座に座る限り、我が弦は
To mi przypomina, że Bleach teraz
我
leci.
が教皇ヨハンナ、制限をもって証明する。レジェンダムパーパミズス。許しは問いません。
To było zabawne. To był ten słynny aura farming. Co niby break bar recover?
逃げ出しても構いませんよ。
は
可愛らしいこと。
運は天に鎧は胸に手柄は足にある。
Fuck you to się działo wczoraj. Przedwczoraj. Wczoraj też.
Tenshin! 毘沙門天が真意を抜き放つは今ぞ。美点発想知らないのタッチ。
水しぶきなんてやんちゃなこと。
Prawie 6 stuwencjuszy. Feel the aura.
すべては幻、新機能、はばぐり御殿に傷はなし。
Co jest? Wracaj tu. Boi się. Jakiś śmieszny, głupi kran. Ten hotel... Chyba jest ten hotel, co był na plaży, bo on wyglądał tak dość dziwnie. Teraz widzę dlaczego. Bo to głupi kran. Ale ma fajną łapajkę. To jest sobie bystra rzecz, że ta łapajka nie jest od góry, tylko jest od dołu, więc tutaj jest kran i od razu się go posunie, żeby woda leciała. Oh crap, that's not a hotel. It's a giant faucet. Sudden realization. One thing's for sure, this is all much crazier than anything I was expecting. We can barely see, we've got no solid footing, and any damage we inflict heals instantly. I don't even know which way to go to try and escape, let alone how we can beat her. I think we are doomed. Doomed? Oh no no, I would never do anything so boorish as killing you all. A nie dokończyłem, no leci ten Bleach i aktualnie obejrzałem odcinek chyba nowego jeszcze nie ma, bo jestem tydzień w plecy około. No ale no przypomnieli mi, kurde jakie to jest nudne. To tylko Bleach tak potrafi wymyślić sobie boss fighta z tym Geraldem Valkyrem. Ja na to patrzę i ja pierdolę, ale nuda. Insects you maybe, and though you wandered into my bath, your lives are fleeting things. I never take a life if it can be avoided. Przy okazji, od kiedy Bleach wrócił, nie miał ani jednego dobrego opa. Bleach zawsze był znany z dobrych opów. Sennen Kessen nie ma ani jednego dobrego. Miał 2 dobre endingi, pierwszy i ten, który jest teraz, ale poza tym to... You've learned your place now, then there is little sense in, as they say, finishing the job. So far as I am concerned, you are merely irksome at worst, in any case. If you wish to flee, by all means go ahead. In my beneficence, I shall watch over you from up in the clouds. Oh, now she's just rubbing it in. If we are going to run for it now, we should at least get a good dig in Robin style. Weź mi, nie przypominaj. Aktualne Summer broni się premisem i Tom, no. Andromedą. Although if Robin was here, he'd probably just forget about Dix and run first chance he got. She got to have a weak point somewhere. We just have to find it. That's it, Maszu. Wyłącz wodę. A Bibi, wyciągnij korek. Alter zawsze była grywalna. Muszę spojrzeć na ich kity, bo nie mam za cholerę pojęcia, na chuj nam osobna palter. Chuja tam lorowo sens. Ludzie mówili, że bardzo by chcieli normalną Prote Alter, też grywalną jako osobną postać. Na chuj. Jakie chcesz jej inne skille dać? Mi nie chodzi o to, że no to jest osobna postać, bo one nie są tą samą osobą, tylko w innym kostiumie. I chuj z tym. Chodzi o to, że one mają dokładnie te same zdolności. To tak jakby mieć osobno Mekaeli i Mekaeli Mark II. To jest dokładnie ta sama postać. Więc to, że Mekaeli Mark II jest osobną postacią, jest bardzo zabawne. Po mojemu też powinna być tylko kostiumem. Oh my, I'm so pleased you understand. I don't dislike people of intellect, you know, it speeds things along. Having said that, we can't let you leave without learning a thing. As they say, there is no such thing as a free lunch, no? So leave one of your precious companions here and I will spare the rest of you. That will be my condition. Sorry, Hakuno, zostajesz. You want us to sacrifice one of our own, huh? That way you will know for sure we will be back to rescue them. In a way I'm impressed. Oh, you are strong, yes, but you are as far from efficient as it gets. You are still as fickle and devoted to your own entertainment as well. As ever. Oh my, please don't make such criticism to me directly. You are making me blush. Damn it, she even enjoys cutting remarks. She's totally invincible. Jedno mi też przeszkadza. W sumie dwie rzeczy mi przeszkadzają w tych dwóch lipach. To, że obie są na swoich NP, więc kolejny powód, że powinny być jedną postacią. W Granblu nienawidzę duo postaci, ale to jest ten jeden moment, kiedy bym na to pozwolił. So we need to sacrifice someone. In that case... No, Master, not you. If anyone has to stay behind, it should be me. I was never a big help in battle, if anything, I've been dragging everyone else down. Whatever might happen to me, it shouldn't cause any problems for the rest of you. That's not true, Bartholomew. If you have to stay behind, then I will take your place instead. Ooh, never mind. I take it all back. Thanks for saying that much. That alone made this all worth it. Sessyoin, Chiara, I will be staying behind. Take me to the Palm Jumeirah. Unless you don't need me, since I'm useless in battle anyway. Not at all, this was the best choice you could make. I always did have a feeling you would join my side. Alright then everyone, please have a safe journey home. I look forward to your next attempt at challenging me. Not that you have much time to plan one, of course. My ratings are only soaring higher as we speak. In a few more hours, Moon Dubai will belong to me. The moon may be a dead celestial body, but it's still a celestial body. So unless you stop me, I will be merging with its core, draining its inner sea and ascending to my old beast class once again, okay? Co daj się ubić, to jest dopiero part 1. Wszystko w swoim czasie. Zanim pójdziemy dalej, trzeba odebrać darmowe pieniądze. Nie ma gaczy na Hakuno, bo gacza na Hakuno będzie dopiero na tom, na Surudoku. Ferii Surudoku. Ile jest free drawów dzisiaj? Tylko jeden. Chuje. No, dzisiaj nie rolujemy. Państwo gramblowscy. Dzisiaj nie rolujemy, bo jutro z rana zaczyna się banner na nowe postaci. Będzie Erfshis i jakaś pajla, nie mamy pojęcia jeszcze jaka. Strzelamy, że light, bo następny Guild War za miesiąc to light. Shiz jest ziemny, to wiemy z ostatniego eventu letniego, już teasowali. Jest ziemny, więc jest 80% szans na to, że będzie ssał. Większość postaci ziemnych ssie. Z jakiegoś powodu. Jak tworzą ziemną postać, to jest 80% szans na to, że będzie ssać. 10% szans na to, 15% szans na to, że będzie częściowo ssać, ale będzie niestety korowa. I 5% szans na to, że będzie po prostu korowa. Z jakiegoś powodu wszystko co ziemne ma jakieś głupie dodatkowe systemy. Najpierw postać, która po prostu ssie, czyli Fallbride. Jest healerem, który dodatkowo zadaje damage na skillach, ale jej głównym źródłem tego damage'u i heala jest nakładanie sobie stacków. One Bewitching Petal to fall when a melee specialty Earth ally uses a damage skill. Max 5. At end of turn, consume 5 to raise the Devil's Bride level by 1, max 5. End cooldowns for frost damage skills. Jeżeli w ciągu tury użyjesz łącznie 5 skilli damage'ujących, to na następną turę dostajesz stack. Musisz tak 5 tur przeczekać, aż się to wymaksuje. I to podnosi jej ogólnie damage. When level is 5, this Sparsin Rose activates when the foe uses a special attack. Czyli coś, co większość innych postaci ma bez żadnych staków, że używają skilla na ulcie przeciwnika. To jest strasznie gówniany kit i większość postaci w Erfie tak wygląda, że na początku jest strasznie słaba i wymaga, żeby wbić im 5 leveli jakiejś mechaniki, co wymaga 5 tur, żeby zrobili się ok. To jest normalny typ postaci. Drugim typem to jest 15% szans, że tak będzie wyglądać Shiz. Jest to, co zrobili z Valentine Makurą. Czyli no, ma całkiem fajne skille. Pierwszy skill to 4 hity damage'u i trochę debuffa, plus trochę NP charge'a dla siebie. Drugi skill daje dodatkową instancję ataku, wyższy damage i tak dalej. Trzeci skill daje naturę. Trzeci skill jest jeszcze lepszy. On jest bardzo przydatną częścią. Sprawia przez turę, że wszyscy w teamie unikają ataku. Nie można z nich ściągnąć buffów i mają więcej hitów na atakach. Fajna rzecz. W czym problem? Makura może atakować tylko 2 razy na turę. Grand Blue wygląda tak, że mamy statystykę multi-attack, czy jakoś tak, która wpływa na to, czy postać zaatakuje raz, 2 czy 3 razy na turę. Maksymalnie 3 razy i zawsze chcemy atakować 3 razy. Jest sporo boss fightów, gdzie boss wymaga, żeby uderzyć go 3 razy. Na przykład na Hexachromatiku jest... Boss ma taką mechanikę, że albo walniesz go 5 razy... 5 albo 3 razy triple atakiem, albo dostajesz niuka na pysk i umierasz. No to więc Makura ma tutaj taki fajny gównold, o ten tutaj, że always deals double attacks. Ale za to attacks twice each turn. Czyli tam, gdzie normalna postać robi A, B, C i koniec. I to zależy od waszych statystyk, czy walnie A, czy walnie AB, czy walnie ABC. Makura zawsze wali AB, ale robi to 2 razy. Na boss fightach to bardzo przeszkadza. Ale wszystko pozostałe w jej kicie sprawia, że jest bardzo przydatna. I to są te najlepsze postaci w Erfie, że są bardzo dobre, ale mają taki jeden mały minus, który możecie wyłożyć na high level contencie. Ale chociaż ładnie wyglądają postaci. No. Ludzie, którzy mainują Erf, do dzisiaj nienawidzą Summer Raziel. Która ma całkiem fajne skille. To pierwszy daje debuffy, buffy, ściąga buffy z przeciwnika. Drugi daje unikatowy triple attack boost, earth damage, attack up, triple attack boost, dodatkową instancję hita, supplemental damage. Fajna rzecz. Trzeci skill. Trzeci skill daje te wszystkie buffy i sprawia, że wszystkie postaci atakują bez zużycia tury. Całkiem cool rzecz. Nie ma cooldownu. Can't recast. To co, mogę go użyć od tak? Nie. Sam Raziel ma takie 2 specjalne staki. I tu gdzieś to jest napisane, o tak, na początku walki dostaje staki... Dostaje żółte staki i czerwone staki. I... Za każde 3 użycia żółtego skilla przez kogokolwiek innego w teamie dostaje stack żółtego staka, a za każde 3 użycia czerwonego skilla, jak tego, to dostaje stack czerwonego staka. I musi ich wbić 10, żeby użyć tego raz. I więcej nie będzie mogła tego użyć przez całą walkę. Da się to przyspieszyć, bo tu gdzieś, o jest, ilość staków zależy od tego, ile postaci w teamie mają tych skilli na początku walki. Czyli sama Raziel daje 2 żółte i 1 czerwony. To nadal jest strasznie dużo do zrobienia. No ale niestety jest to jeden z najlepszych skilli, które można dostać w Erfie, więc Erfiarze nie cierpią, ale muszą używać. Przy okazji, czemu ona taka niedolewelowana jest? No więc spodziewamy się, że jest duża szansa, że tak będzie wyglądać Shiz jutro. To teraz na szybko jeszcze odbierzemy nagrody. Cały czas marzę o jednym piórku. Wejść w 3 rajdy, raz dupnąć i wyjść. No. A z Pylą jest inna sprawa. Jeżeli Pyla na serio będzie light i jest limitowana, to znaczy, że najpewniej będzie bardzo dobra. Bo light cierpi na inny problem. Light ma bardzo dużo bardzo dobrych postaci limitowanych, ale permanentne na tym cierpią. Mój żywioł taki gówniany. Taki whale'owy. Co ja tu? A, dobra, teraz widzę, nie ma tego gówna już. Co tutaj dają? O kurde, jest seserka. Ciurowo i z tego co widziałem, to dodali misję na te gówniane rajdy. Te, których wszyscy nienawidzą. O, są. Pierdolę. Nikt nie lubi tych rajdów. Są nowe rajdy, które zamiast dać po prostu normalne brońki, dropią bronie z losowymi debuffami. Mało komu się chce to farmić. Wyjdźmy stąd, bo aż się żal człowiekowi robi. kończyć 16. W Dubaju to my jesteśmy już drugi miesiąc. Bibi Dubai, are you seeing this? The moon sea is turning into a giant bath. Did you press the hot tub button by mistake or something? Oh come on, do you really think I, a godlike being, would make such a stupid mistake? Yes. Besides, the city infrastructure may be part of my jurisdiction, but that ocean is not. That's the result of our newest moon cancer, Sessyoin environmental renovation. Normally I would never permit something so destructive, but she's a special case, so I decided to let it slide. I see. What makes her so special? Why, the fact that her proposal is the best one yet, of course. Sessyoin sees herself as the only true human in this world. To her, the rest are just so many dust mites. Her plan is to slowly use up every last human, savoring each until there are none left, and so civilization will end. It may be a bad ending, but it's also one for which the humans of Earth bear no responsibility. This will just happen to be the world in which her fondest wish finally came to be. I see, in which case she alone would be to blame. Everyone on Moon Dubai would be innocent victims, and they would meet their end blamelessly. Correct, and right now Sessyoin has the power to do exactly that. She's the most promising candidate for the final boss of humanity's annihilation showdown by far, and my trump card. Nobody can stop her now. Soon her approval rating will exceed 70% and the election will be over. Humanity will meet their nightmarish end, and that will be that. I will finally be cut off from that and able to do whatever I want, at last, at long last. Bibi Dubai zrobiła coś głupiego? Niemożliwe. Przecież Bibi zawsze robi coś głupiego. Not to rain on your parade while you are so clearly enjoying it, but are you sure this is a good idea? Kiara is including you on her list of prey, you realize? She has not an ounce of restraint when it comes to going after what she wants. I won't be safe either if she is left to her own devices. Have you at least got a leash on her? Well, we can cross that bridge when we come to it. Besides, she just showed up on her own. I can point her in a direction, but I don't have any way to control her. If worst comes to worst, I can always just shoot her into the sun. That is regalia of the moon. Czerwony kolor oznacza chyba ciało. Bo były tego 3 wersje. Niebieski był jako dusza i zielony jako serce. Albo umysł. Jakoś tak. Któryś z nich był któryś. I can point at tak. Well, as long as this is all part of your plan, I guess that's fine. Although... What, you realize you are a prisoner here, right? And you are still going on about the way I run things? Of course I am. My other self looks like he's having way more fun. Huh? He's been running around having adventures with the Master of Chaldea all this time. Now he even gets to go in Sessyoin's giant bath. I'm the only one missing out here. It's not fair. Isn't there anything fun to do around here, baby? You are the all-powerful ruler of the moon, right? You must be able to do something more impressive than this. I don't really know what you want from me. Besides, it's not like I'm your guardian or anything. Then at least take me to the Dubai frame. That building's so cool on the outside, I bet it has to be cool inside too. Well, it's not. From above, even the Dubai frame is just another boring building. Wow, I didn't know I've ever heard anything so condescending in my life. Oh, just shut up and watch, okay? This will be the final boss of Humanity's Annihilation Showdown's centerpiece. The final battle to ever take place on all of Moon Dubai. Now, how about some macarons to go with your tea? Nie, to był ościg z Fate Extra. Hakunon se siedzi i robi tego mema z... kurde... z Carnival Phantasm. O! O chuj. Usunęli polubienia z... Twitter usunął listę polubień. No nie ma. Gdzie polubienia? Nie ma. Zajebali. To było zabawne, jak ludzie zauważyli, że Nanako urodziła się w 2004. To kiedyś było dawno, ale już teraz to nie do końca. I wychodzi remake, więc no, if Nanako Dojima is older than you, shut the fuck up. Gdzie są moje polubienia? Ja tam chowam rzeczy, które potem chcę pokazać na sztrymach. Gdzie jest moja ark robiąca Sumannai? A no przecież. To na boku jest historia i zakładki i polubienia. I co mamy w polubieniach? Aha. O, autor Andromedy. Tak. Oglądajcie Ghost in the Shell nowe. Jest w nim Motoko. Mangowa Motoko. W jednym odcinku nawet, jak widać, ma brąz włosy. Fajna bajka. Oj, wygląda na to, że chyba jednak tego nie polajkowałem. Co dziwne, zazwyczaj lajkuję rzeczy, które będą mi potrzebne na przyszłość. O tak, przypomnę, że miałem rację, że Ono no Komachi będzie... Nikt mi nie wierzył, a ja wiedziałem. I gdzie jest teraz wasz Bóg, Lochi Beliverzy? Patrzcie, jaki fajny Ono-san. Chuj z tym, dobra, nie mamy na to czasu. Jest za gorąco, żeby myśleć. Section 17. Kiara and the Mysterious Sea. Part 2. Good, we made it. Roll call. Bibi Cosmo, present. Though I am pretty thoroughly ashamed that I had to retreat, even though I'm supposed to be a health management AI. Hang in there, Bibi. Please don't let her get you down. I feel the same way. We will just have to put together a plan to defeat her and go back for our revenge. Huh? Really? Genuinely astonished that anyone still means to defeat her. Is he stupid? An IQ too low? Well, we finally managed to make it out of there and you want to go back. How in the world are we supposed to win? This sounds like all risk and no reward. Po co ci w sumie drugie e-booki CE? To daje damage na evencie, a nie te... a nie dodatkowe pointy. Chyba. Chyba, że daje też coś fajnego w zestawie, to warto mieć czasem więcej kopii. Tak jak na pierwszych Summer wyfarmiłem trochę dodatkowych kopii CE, bo 50% NP Charge'a plus NP Damage plus Color Up, dobra rzecz. Moje 3 kopie Dive into Blue. A, Arts plus Booster plus NP Damage plus 50% baterii, no całkiem przydatne. Jak zawsze FGO daje darmowe, dobre artefakty. To są fajne rzeczy, no. A tutaj jest MLB. Nie. Nie to, tylko to. Tu jest MLB. Przydatna sprawa. I will just take a pass on this one, if that's okay, especially now that I finally escaped her grasp. Be that as it may, we must defeat her, not just for our own pride, but for the friend we left behind. Exactly, we can't just leave Bartholomew there. I know you'd understand, Master. I tip my shades to you. Harna, you are back on our side again? I am. My arrangement with Sessyoin was that I serve as a bodyguard for a fair, defenseless maiden. But now... Ho ho ho! Just look at them scary away. I think I will splash them with some hot water for good measure. Yay! Sessyoin, may I ask you something? What is it, Karna? You saved me from those sharks back when I was unconscious in that dry ocean wasteland. For that I am grateful. So when you told me you were defenseless, I swore an oath to be your bodyguard. But you are in fact very strong, stronger than me. If you are so strong, what need do you have for a bodyguard at all? And so my oath was fulfilled. I know it may be too late, but I wish to fight by your side once again. Of course, welcome back, Karna and Jufu. Thank you for the warm welcome, Master. By the way, I remember fighting someone who looked just like you. I don't think you are the same person, but... I know who you mean. We just look a lot alike, that's all. Rest assured that I am very much on your side now. Ah yes, and now that I think of it, those memories didn't belong to this version of me anyway. So I will just be grateful that you are fighting alongside us now. On to jedyne co robi w życiu to kłamie. Swoją drogą widziałem niedawno, jak ktoś jakiś czas temu skończył Fate Extra CCC. Oczywiście nie oddając pieniędzy Leo. I zaczął grać w Grand Order. I wspomina o tym, że wisi ciągle pieniądze Leo. I chwilę potem co się dzieje? Wchodzi do Camelotu i obskakuje w pierdol od Gawaina. Ah, friendship, isn't it grand? But yes, it's great that we have another dependable ally on our side. Jak oddać pieniądze Leo? Wystarczy mieć ich dość w momencie, kiedy fabuła o to poprosi. Bo na początku pożyczasz pieniądze, żeby kupić ten drogi kostium i po jakimś czasie po prostu gra się zatrzymuje i mówi: ty, ej, ale ta kasa, co ci pożyczyłem, Leo mówi, to wiesz, to nie było tak na zawsze, na wieczne nieoddanie. Płać, gołodupcu. I jak nie masz pieniędzy, to po prostu wyskakuje ci Gawain na ryj i robi nyn. No pierwszy chapter. To jest dopiero na New Game Plusie, bo to jest wymagana rzecz, żeby zrobić żeby zrobić True Enda. Albo masz dość pieniędzy własnych, albo masz dość silnego serwanta, żeby się obronić przed Gawainem. But we've still got our work cut out for us and then some. I never would have guessed that Area A's ocean was actually a giant bath. My spacesuit kept me protected, so I was fine, but it looks like it made the rest of you dizzy. Dizzy? Is the water that hot? That's part of it, but it's mostly because that water is embedded with some crazy dangerous forbidden spell of hers. She calls it multicolored tranquility. It basically melts down souls and melts them with each other. It's like a literal life stream, an entire river composed purely of souls. Even servants like us can't be in there too long, or it will go to work on our spirit origins and ultimately dissolve us. Multicolored tranquility, I see, so that's how she made her spirit origins so freakishly huge. A nie martw się, bo zawsze możesz wrócić do swojego backupowego save'a, który zrobiłeś na zakończenie podstawki, co nie? Zrobiłeś sobie backupowy save na końcu listy, żeby sobie do niego wrócić, co nie? Co nie? XVII chapter. Byłby 19, ale wczoraj YouTube mi odmówił kompletnie posłuszeństwa. Mam tutaj takie ładne zdjęcie tego, jak wyglądał mój YouTube wczoraj. Otóż patrzcie, otwieram sobie wczoraj YouTube'a, żeby przełączyć konto z normalnego na streamowe i zacząć streama, a YouTube wygląda tak. Tego gówna nie mogę kliknąć, te się tam mrygają, tu się nic nie dzieje. Nie gadaliśmy o tym wczoraj, bo nie było streama. F5, a żeby to chociaż coś pomagało. W sumie, to może to jest screen, ale to działało dokładnie tak samo, więc no tak. F5. A, klikam F5, bo to jest załącznik, to się pobiera. Ctrl F5. Usunięcie plików cookie. Zmiana przeglądarki. A może na telefonie zadziała? Nic. Czasami udało mi się przełączyć konto i wejść na listę, na stronę z ustawieniem streama, ale nie chciały mi się wczytać streamy, żeby wziąć preset i go ustawić. YouTube tak od dłuższego czasu walczą z tym adblokowaniem, przez psują całe API dla części ludzi. Mieliście tak kiedyś, że zjechaliście pod wideo, żeby sobie zobaczyć komentarze i komentarze się mielą, ale nie pokazują? No to było tak u mnie, tyle że z wszystkim. Jak chciałem sobie coś na YouTubie włączyć, to musiałem to wpisać przez Google'a. Jest ten rocznik, kiedy dostajemy darmowego SSR-ka znowu? Ostatnio chyba mówiłem, że wezmę sobie tą writrę, ale na szczęście się spuknęła mi, więc... Zobaczmy. A tu jest. Zobaczmy, kogo mi tu brakuje. Altery nie mam i Dioskurów nie mam. Tego ciulstwa nie mam. Tametoma i Napoleona chyba nie mam. Cały czas Oriona nie mam podstawowego, ale to zobaczymy. Radamanty chyba mi brakuje. Chyba niestety, ale jestem zmuszony wziąć Nito Alter. Wiem, że jest normalna, ale se wezmę. Albo Nito, albo tego Janjie. Znaczy to nawet nie jest kwestia adblocka, to nawet próbowałem wyłączyć wtyczki, które blokują autotłumaczenie. Robiłem wszystko, nawet wywaliłem wszystkie cookiesy, pologowałem się na nowo, uruchamiałem na Edge'u. Nic. W ogóle YouTube nie chciał ruszyć. Już myślałem, że no włączę na telefonie sobie to okno zarządzania streamem, tam kliknę włącz, potem na końcu kliknę wyłącz, najwyżej po prostu nie będę mógł w ogóle korzystać z czatu, ale i tak się wyświetli. Ale problem jest od bardzo dawna. Zazwyczaj tylko jest na czacie, nie na czacie, tylko w komentarzach zazwyczaj. Komentarze po prostu nie chcą się wyświetlić, albo od pewnego momentu się tną i nie ruszają. No. Multicolored Tranquility. I see, so that's how she made her spirit origin so freakishly huge. We've seen a lot of shit in Mundubai, but that pretty well takes the cake. For a second, I really thought I was dreaming. Really? Even though we have met Kiara before? Well, yeah, I did beat her once before, but that was a fair fight, not this impossibly rigged game. Fair. Że Olimp jest bardzo dobrym chapterem, co ty chcesz? Olimp to jest taka piękna kraina solo fightów. Nie, nie będzie gorzej. Olimp jest zdecydowanie dorąbany. W Avalonie jest parę walk, które są podobne, ale tylko parę. W Olimpie masz najpierw tego wielką rzodkiew, potem jest ciemność z oczkami, potem jest ten... Potem jest to trzecie coś, co przefuksiłem. Zeusa chyba też można doliczyć. Olimp to jest miejsce, gdzie nauczyłem się, że... Myślałem, że ktoś puka. Olimp to jest miejsce, gdzie nauczyłem się, że solowanie w sumie nawet jest całkiem spoko. Rozja. Scream Eleusis. A potem dodali grywalne Scream Eleusis. I mean, just look at her. Who in their right mind would even think defeating her was possible? I'd like to say you are looking at her right now, but under the circumstances, I think I will keep that thought to myself. Kiara herself is formidable enough, but yes, the real problem is that bathwater. Piękny tekścik poza kontekstem. Konwentowicze. Yes, the real problem is that bathwater. Z Musashi jest zabawne to, że zrobili ten myk. Jak spojrzysz potem w profile postaci, to zobaczysz, że jej profil jest wyszarzony i masz na nim napisane Data Lost. A miesiąc potem był event letni i dali Musashi Summer. Zabawne. Thinking back on it now, it did make me so lightheaded I couldn't really do anything. What if we turned up the heat on the bathwater even more? We could use my noble phantasm to cook her where she stands. Boiled to death with sunlight, that would probably work with anyone else. With her though, probably just have the opposite effect. She's a masochist to a truly terrifying extent, so punishing her like that would probably only make her stronger. I see. Too bad. What if we make it cold instead of hot? Yeah, that seems like it would work. It still wouldn't do anything to Sessyoin, but with the heat gone, we could at least fight her on more even ground. A jakby ktoś polazł i wyciągnął korek? But we'd need a ton of water to make that happen. Any idea where to look, Master? Yes, actually. We will just have to bring Tenochtitlan back to her senses. ogóle widzieliście, jakim małym ciulstwem jest jest Habetrot Summer? Gdzie to widać? Tu jest. O. Cute and throwable. British Shinyomaru. King Proteama nagryza jak jest na pierwszym levelu, na tych podstawowych 5 metrach. Ostatnio jak sprawdzałem, nie miałem takich złych tsundere w mojej okolicy. I know where to find Tenochtitlan. She's at the Dubai frame. O, wraca. Czekaj to. Pojechał skurwol. Wczoraj o 23 chyba przyjechał tutaj wóz ciężarowy, na środek ulicy stanął i włączył te wszystkie alarmy, że uwaga, wóz jedzie, pyk, pyk, pyk. Jednak prawda to jest, że strzelanie do Polaków to nie tylko przyjemność, ale i obowiązek. When she formed an alliance with Bibi Dubai and became head of her security detail, she also became the guardian of the frame. O 23? O 23 jest w tym momencie, jeszcze nie śpimy. Mnie nie, ale ludzi normalnych może. Z tym, że tutaj tak jest. Jest ta słynna wieś spokojna. Ciul, a nie spokojna. Wieś, gdzie o 2 w nocy przejeżdża ci transport ze świniami i silnik robi wr, a świnie robią. What should give you some idea of just how important the frame is. It may look like just an oversized picture frame, but it's actually a fully fledged museum with plenty of historical value in its own right. And if Tenochtitlan Bunny is there, then that powerful mobile weapon of ours must be too. Oh man, Tenochtitlan went over to Bibi Dubai's side? I know it's probably not even worth asking, but you guys found everyone else besides Tenoch, right? Do we have anyone that can help us? The others are all still recovering from the injuries they suffered in our last battle. They are in no shape to fight right now. And even if they were, we don't have time to wait for them. Area A's approval rating is just past 65%. At this pace, Kiara will win the election in about 3 hours. Ten akurat cicho przejechał. Ekstra jest w takiej sytuacji, że nie ma wydawcy. Zakładam, że gra jest praktycznie gotowa, tylko no nie ma wydawcy. Nie pamiętasz? Przecież była ta wielka akcja z tym, że Bandai Namco wycofało się z wydawania Fate Extra rekordu. I no to jest w pełni wina Namco. Namco, jak ktokolwiek kojarzy od strony wydawniczej, nikt nie lubi Namco. Dlaczego? Bo Namco jest Namco. Nikt nie lubi Namco. Namco kiedyś wydawało gry FromSoftu, to FromSoft się już dawno od nich odciął. Namco wydaje Tekkeny. Pod Namco należą Digimony. To, że Digimonów wychodzi tak jedna gra na 10 lat, to jest wina Namco. Co jeszcze jest pod Namco? Większość gier anime. To, że większość anime dostaje gównianego Arena Fightera, to też jest wina Namco. Nikt nie lubi Namco. Więc to jest bardzo możliwe, że Namco po prostu stwierdziło pod sam koniec produkcji, że albo trzeba mocno obciąć content Fate Extra Rekorda, albo po prostu stwierdzili, że w ich portfolio w sumie to nie ma miejsca na wydawanie gier, więc oni się wycofują. A to, że od tego czasu minęło już sporo miesięcy i do teraz nie mamy żadnych nowych informacji, to tutaj nie mogę pomóc, bo ja nie mam pojęcia, jak wygląda sytuacja z szukaniem wydawcy w Japonii. Right, so for this operation we are going to keep things fast and simple. The area around the Dubai frame is fairly open, so Tenochtitlan's team will spot us as soon as we get close. We will take advantage of that by first having Mash, Jufu and Karna approach the frame in one group. It will serve as our main force. Your job will be to keep the moon archers occupied for as long as you can. While you do that, Marcisław, Hakuno and I will infiltrate the frame. Find Tenochtitlan Bunny and beat some sense into her. A co mam myśleć? No to fajni są. They look cute together. Karna, Mash, Jufu, this operation hinges on you. If you three can manage to hold out for at least 10 minutes, great. If you can defeat any of them, even better. Now go out there and restore our honor. So essentially, she's telling us to defeat them. She truly is far more cunning than her innocent face suggests. But I would expect nothing less from the digital demon charged with monitoring all of humanity. She's a digital demon, and this is her saga. Just to be clear, that was Price, right? Of course, she knows you and I were allied with Sessyoin, so now that we are back with Caldia, she gave us the most obvious opportunity with which to show off our talents. We must win this fight no matter what. We will be counting on your help, Mash. Of course, with you and Jufu on our side, I am not afraid of anyone. That said, the mobile weapons that attacked Old Dubai were each individually as strong as most servants. So let's be on our guard and hit them with everything we've got. Heh, you're always so earnest, Mash. Alright, it's kind of a pain, but I guess I will get serious too. Here they come, I see what you mean. These are fearsome foes indeed. We will need to use my noble phantasm to finish them off. Follow my lead. Wyłączyć to wszystko. Dobra, proszę spierdalać. Niech jest jak jest. Po prostu i tak nie mam większego wpływu na to. Mogli im po prostu przyjebać? Kurwa. Motherfucker. Nie wiem, czy nie będzie trzeba powtórzyć.
申し訳ありません。今日追い出して幸ありと。カレーうまい。日本の夏はカレーだな。
予約済みだ。この夏を楽しむためだ。予約として取っておく。
まさかのチェーンソーまさか。
No cóż, fajnie się żyło.
喜べ。休暇はよし、ようや喜べ。休暇は終わりだ。何をしに来た。何をしに来た。スーリアよ、ご昇覧あれ。もはや戦場に呵責なし。我が父を許したまえ。空前絶後、アサブイシェフティー。
Ani mi się wasz NP charge'ować teraz. No ja kurwa myślę. Wszystko się posypało, bo Hop zlow rollował to NP. Dobra, ale nie ma tego złego, co by nie było gorsze. Zaraz zabijemy kolejnego Munkansera. Przyjdzie papież. So this place is some kind of museum or something? Yeah, it's amazing too. It fixes the gravity in its corridors to a single direction. Dobra, chwila, bo ja tutaj nie wytrzymuję. Ja to bez kacowego piwa to no tu normalnie dupy nie ruszy. Takiego chłodnego z piwniczki. Parę dni temu wyłączyli słońce, mogli je zostawić wyłączone. Then switches the exhibits to the next in sequence once visitors complete a circuit. The format would let you go through 1,000 years of history without moving from the spot. Całkiem cool, ale wiecie co jeszcze by mogło to wykonać? Ekran. It reminds me of the Esker structures we had on Seraph, only these actually physically exist. Muzeum? Marcisław? Yeah, yeah, maybe there are records about 2400 here. Would you shut up already? I can barely hear myself think. Then again, I suppose that's a lost cause. You are always losing your mind in places like this. Oh, hi, Mr. Hans. So this is what you meant when you said you were going to bounce. Didn't take you long to find this museum, did it? Do you have to be so damn cheerful when you are being snide? I can't make any cutting comebacks in response to that. Anyway, what did you just say, Marcisław? Something about looking for records to do with 2400? Well, yes and no. Here's the thing. Kolejny jedzie. Ale zapierdala. So that idiot woman in Area A is a new moon cancer. The AIs are moronically tripping over each other to please her and spiking her ratings. And on top of all that, you are telling me that Ocean is actually just a ridiculously outsized buff? Can you ease off on the stupid throttle for 1 second, you pack of idiots? No way am I going along with anything that idiot Melon Pass comes up with. I know what you mean. This whole incident has had us dapped in our eyes as well as our sanity. Still, you are Kiara's overseer, right? Can't you go over there and stop her? Me? Her overseer? Don't be ridiculous. Besides, if she's that far gone already, my going there won't change a thing. Even if she'd just dig her heels in and make the situation even worse. Anyway, as ridiculous as she looks and sounds, she's not completely crazy. Whenever she does something like this, it's because she genuinely believes it's the best way forward. Ah, what a damn headache. So she's why I showed up in Moon Dubai. I wish I'd never known. Hop co bluszuje. You mean Kiara summoned you, Anderson? Yep, I've heard moon cancers here can summon up to one heroic spirit they have close ties with. Chyba pierwszy, który to zrobił. She probably had a lot of very specific things in mind for an assistant and subconsciously chose me. But because it was all subconscious, she never realized I'm here. And I didn't know anything about her either. I plan on keeping it that way too, so this discussion is over. I'd much rather talk about this Anthony person instead. He sounds far more interesting. So the human he was based on was involved in the creation of Moon Dubai. And that's the whole reason King Protea came and attacked all Dubai, huh? What a joke. It's not as though this Anthony person has special admin privileges or anything of the kind. It's not like King Protea to be so willfully stupid. This has become a complete farce. You'd think the Sakura 5 would be the first to insist that the sins of the parent aren't visited on the child. Why, whatever are you talking about? Please enlighten me. There, you see, don't the Sakura 5 seem downright pleasant compared to Little Red Root of all evil here? Little Miss Root of all evil here. Wyłączcie temperaturę. No comment. Getting back to King Protea. If she was acting so strangely, then whoever that was, it wasn't King Protea at all. As I recall, one of the Sakura 5 is an alter ego who's only strong against her own kind, yeah? In this case, that kind would be the Sakura 5, and if this imposter King Protea was a Moon Cancer, that would mean Moon Cancers are that kind too. And I'd bet dollars to Donuts Little Miss Root of all evil over there knows exactly what I'm talking about. Aha. Całkiem sporo sensu ma, dawno się nie widzieliśmy. Anyway, you said you don't have any time to spare, right? Neither do I. I did find some records about the past, but I was struggling to figure out the password when all of you showed up. In that sense, your timing couldn't be better. I'm sure you can crack it, BB. Here it is. Go on, have at it. Leave it to me, and thanks. You just saved us the trouble of looking for this folder ourselves. Huh? This is the same file format we used on Seraph. What's it doing in an archive from the sword? Okay, we are in. There's no time to go over it in detail, so I will just sum it up. AD 2300, with humanity on the brink of extinction, the world's government decides to convert the remaining humans into AIs. This leads to the successful development of 3rd Gen AIs, the new humanity of this world. That's also when development on 1st Gen AIs shut down, right? They covered all this in the mall exhibit. Never mind that part, hurry up and get to the next bit. Fine, okay, so everything was peaceful for a while. Then we finally get to AD 2400 and development on 2nd Gen AI ceases. 2nd gens, so ones like Chakarin then, they stopped developing them so quickly? It looks like they didn't have enough semiconductors after they shifted most of their resources to the 3rd gens. O, to tak jak w prawdziwości. Still, even after development stopped, they were still manufacturing them. In fact, it looks like the 2nd Gen made this year was special. It was a single, unique unit rather than a model meant for mass production too. This 2nd Gen was the first and last to be made with cutting-edge technology and a generous helping of Earth's remaining resources. Her name was... well, spit it out already, unless it's something so terrible you can't even say it. No, nothing like that. It's just that the human who made this AI never gave her a name. All she has is a model number. So the special second-gen AI came to be known as Last Slot. Last Slot, isn't that the name of the AI Chakarin told us about? That's right, but it looks like his information wasn't accurate. Last Slot's owner shut off her power the year after he made her, after which the development confiscated the government. Powoli. Last Order's owner shut off her power the year after he made her, after which the government confiscated her. So they threw this special AI into cold storage? Why? Probably because this was around the time AI distrust was becoming rampant. One of these articles from 2400 says that AI reaches the limits of its growth. If that's true, it would mean humanity as a whole had stopped growing as well. This was also when space development began in earnest. Space development? Why did they start that at the same time they stopped trusting AI? Bo musieli uciec gdzieś, gdzie nie ma kapitalizmu. W kosmos. Probably because the existing format for a humanity based on Earth had no way to continue evolving. Sure, specs continued to improve, but that's not the same thing as real change. O, to ja już wiem, co się wydarzyło potem. Potem zaczęła się kolonizacja Układu Słonecznego. Potem ludzkość zaczęła drążyć księżyce i budować w nich stacje kosmiczne zasilane, zarządzane przez AI i wysyłać je w dalszą podróż, żeby kolonizować kolejne układy. Czekaj, masz ten. Potem nastąpił pierwszy kontakt z życiem pozaziemskim oraz wojna z tak zwanym FOR. I potem zaczyna się fabuła pierwszego maratona. Kurna, czemu musieli zrobić reboot maratona i zrobić z niego gównianego extraction shootera? Sure, specs continued to improve, but that's not the same thing as real change. Put another way, AI reaching the limits of its growth means humanity as a whole had too. Pretty big deal, isn't it? So they thought by branching out into space they could find new and undiscovered possibilities that could never happen on Earth. What is it? What is it, BB? AD 2400. An archetype is successfully developed in a lunar laboratory. They developed an archetype, and it actually worked. But archetypes are their planet's ultimate prime species, by definition. If humans really made one, that would mean they made a new generation of prime species to replace them. I can't believe it either. They never even attempted anything like this in our world. If they actually did create a new gen archetype, it would immediately render all the old prime species worthless. They may as well have been researching how to bring about the end of the world. So what's this archetype now? So where's this archetype now? If they really did create it, does that mean it's currently operating somewhere? No, it says that although the archetype was completed, it never actually woke up. Apparently, it just refused to activate even after they executed a near-infinite self-creation protocol. Okej, czyli to wszystko zaczyna mieć sens. Bibi Dubaj chce pozbyć się ludzkości, żeby nowa ludzkość mogła zaistnieć w postaci tego archetypu. It also says here that the archetype will awaken one day. When it does, it will instantly learn the entire history of humanity and AI and transcend both. So the archetype still hasn't woken up. Is that because humanity is still around? With only this to go on, it's hard to say for sure. It might be that it won't wake up as long as the current prime species, humanity, continues to maintain its civilization. Oh well, let's forget about that for now and move on to the next part. AD 2500, space development is brought to a halt. Now that we are all AIs, nothing should be beyond our reach, and yet our efforts all prove fruitless. The most frightening part is, we can't figure out what's wrong. Our engineering and theories should be flawless, and yet no matter what we try, we have not been able to go beyond the moon. Can't figure out what's wrong, huh? Heard that one before. The year 2500 is also when humanity's last war began. A dispute between the old humans who remained on Earth and the new humans led to the destruction of the orbital elevator connecting Earth and the Moon. Ej, ja to też kojarzę. Z Gundamów. So the new humans trapped on the moon were forced to make a life for themselves there permanently, and the old humans on Earth died out over the next 100 years. So it was infighting that ultimately did them in. That's about what I expected from a species that updated their bodies before their minds. AD 2600. We can no longer prevent our technological knowledge from regressing. Planning and development of the lunar city Mumbai has begun. Sophia, the enormous quantum computer manufactured in AD 2017, has begun exhibiting numerous malfunctions. Since we no longer have the resources to make a new quantum computer of Sophia's complexity, we have agreed to implement a plan to upgrade her instead. After ordering Sophia to execute a parallel world synchronization operation, she obtained an overview of an AI model first observed in the parallel world of AD 2030. We have decided to name this model BB. Now. We have also retrieved the last slot, the last second-gen AI manufactured during the period in which Earth's resources were still abundant from the National Treasury, and installed the BB model on her. BB will now serve as our city management AI and ensure the people of Dubai will continue to exist for generations. So BB Dubai is BB these words people made themselves. That explains why she doesn't qualify as one of the new humans herself. Second gens were only made to be partners to humanity, so she's a cyber demon, just like me. BB Dubai may have been made on Moon Dubai, but her origins are tied to the humans from Earth. She's an Earth-made BB. What happened after that, BB? AD 2999. Technology continues to regress even on Moon Dubai, and the new humans go extinct. However, we don't know why this is happening. Without knowing why, we have no way of stopping it. And that's it for this world. There's no further records. So BB Dubai was originally a result of humanity's hubris. Then their baseless fears drove them to throw her away. And if that wasn't bad enough, the new humans then dragged her out of retirement and begged her to save them from themselves, just as they were on the brink of extinction. No wonder she wants to destroy them all and be free of them for good. If she really just wanted everyone dead, she wouldn't have brought me here. It's none of my business either way. I'm just saying what most would after learning about something like this. Anyway, are you sure you have time for this? I thought you came here for Tenochtitlan. Last I heard, she's waiting very impatiently, I would add, on the special floor up ahead. Is this really the time to be thinking about BB Dubai or this mysterious archetype? Good point, we'd better hurry. Hey, why are you grabbing my collar? Let go of me, damn it, I'm not getting mixed up in any damn fist fight. On jeszcze nie wie. She's just silently glaring at us. Oh, why are you just standing around? You are only wasting your time. We can tell you are about to practically explode with rage, so if you have something to say, spit it out already. And just so you know, if you are expecting this blockhead to read between the lines, you are going to be sorely disappointed. That seems uncalled for. It seems you are right, which would mean I've been let down yet again. Welcome to my precious Dubai frame, Master of Chaldea and affiliated servants. Normally, a treasure such as the frame would only be open to a select few, but I chose to open its doors to you on my own authority. Did you enjoy your time here? So you were aware of our infiltration. Then I'm guessing you chose not to attack us as a way of luring us in. Of course, I've been monitoring you ever since you set foot inside our doors. I could have sent my security forces after you at any time, but instead I gave you free rein. This is a museum. We would never turn away visitors, especially not one with your wisdom and intellect, Master. Any priest worth their cloth should know all about the city in which they live, and this was a perfect opportunity to learn more about this one. So you pulled your security because Marcisław was here? Is that it? I bet it is. From the looks of things, you were probably giddy at the thought that Marcisław had finally come to pay you a visit. But then something seemed off about him. He brought not a single present and he showed up with BB Cosmo. On top of that, he then spent his time going around happily discussing the exhibits here with another boy around the same age as him. What is this? Some kind of field trip? I'm sure this is all very fun, but can't they knock it off already? That's probably what was going through your mind as you started to get pissed off. Right around then, Marcisław learned about Bibi Dubai's true identity and finally resumed his search for you. At this point you finally realized. Hang on, could it be that Master didn't come here to visit me, but to defeat me? This place is Bibi Dubai's Achilles heel. It's filled with her dark past, a past she doesn't want anyone else to see. But as the city's overseer, she's also not capable of destroying anything humanity left behind. So instead she entrusted her most faithful teammate to guard it in her place. How ironic, then, that the very teammate in question should have security holes big enough to drive a truck through. Tell me, how does it feel to know you betrayed Bibi Dubai's trust only for Master to forget all about you? Go on now, Marcisław, say something to this poor pathetic guardian. Doesn't matter what you say, whatever it is, it will resolve this situation. Are you okay? Can you stand? I'm standing right now, in case you hadn't noticed. I just confirmed that my 3 security guards have all shut down. I'm guessing I have your vanguard to thank for that. Now I'm the only one left to defend Bibi Dubai. Rejoining your side now would probably be the smart thing to do. But I still have my pride. I can't just come back home with my tail between my legs. I thought a lot about it and made my choice to ally with Bibi Dubai. As a city elemental, I'm the only one who can understand her commitment to keeping Moon Dubai safe. Zabawne, że ani razu nie użyli wyrażenia genius loci. Bo tym w okultyzmie jest Tenochtitlan. A i ciekawostka. Według profilówki Konstantego, Konstantynopol też posiada swoje genius loci. Więc kto wie, może kiedyś dostaniemy Tsunderę Konstantynopol. I refuse to let another city suffer like I did. Fight me, Tlamatzacki, Whoever loses this battle will have to obey the winner. No more need be said. So you are refusing to join us without a fight, huh? You must have your responsibilities pretty... You must take your responsibilities pretty seriously. Honestly, I'm surprised you care about the pact you made with Bibidubai so much. Huh? What are you, stupid? This has nothing to do with my alliance with her. My problem is that I've been waiting forever for a certain someone to deliver the gift he promised. And after all this time, it's still nowhere to be seen. So if I have to establish our relationship by force now, then I'm going to take a page out of my brother's Latin American playbook and do exactly that. It really is. No to będziemy się napierdalać. O chuj, zapomniałem, że ona ma tę gównioną mechanikę. Ona chyba jest Sky, a nie Heaven. Ale ci ustęp. Hidayet. Floating in space, no longer stunned by wild Metzteliapan. O, ale będzie wpierdol.
ぱいだけですから。お任せあれ。ぶっ飛べー。にゃーにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃー。決心必殺エチゴライダークラッシュ。乱暴ねだりなさい。町は清潔に、町は清潔に、町は清潔に。
Straciłem mojego buffa. A taki fajny był. Więc jakbym mógł...
それじゃちょっと気合い入れますね。
その証を。
ナビよろしく。天使、今ここに全てを。
Jakby ją też zestunowali, byłoby bardzo fajnie.
毘沙門天が一つ立ち知らない。やめて、耳が。
量子呪霊解読、因果演算、全結果並列一致。ここに受賞は確定した。照らせボイドレコードムーンアンカ
ー。やめて、耳が。グラビティ分かってください。砂漠よりプールでしょ。新型で蹂躙するわ。ゴミだから簡単には潰さない。どうにかなるまでいたぶってあげる。月の海も悪くないかも。これ以上は残業の欲。
火力。
家は大切にテクパトル。
Fuck!
月の虜にしてあ上々三千たる愛をここに。
構わない。面白い。なるほど。面白い。実に興味深い。
乱暴市民税取り立てちゃおう。月の虜にしてあげる。行きます。町は清潔に。
Nie wolno.
上々的。
Czy ona jest evil? Mam plan, jak przeżyć kolejną turę, ale to może być trochę niebezpieczne. Niestety jest lawful good.
初歩的なことだ、友よ。エレメンタリー、マイディア。
信仰、希望、そして愛。そこですか。そこですか。 虜にしてあ
始めよ
To jest ten moment.
宝具解放神の恩寵はおお
う賢明な判断
罰と思えば罰贖いと思えば贖いそれは汝らのうちにあり制限が摘出したものレジェンダムパーマトロヌス耳が
Jest Nullify buff.
強行カッタ
面白い
ー欲しいものは全部没収
Kurwa!
ゴルフボールに
Ja pierdolę.
遊んでもいいでしょたまにはこの体でも運動しないと
Nie no, tak nie będzie. Tak się bawić nie będziemy. Te boty się robią za bystre.
輝ける柱と共に御霊の剣よ浮上せよ
A dobra, mam to już w dupie.
虜にしてあげる新型で蹂躙するわゴミだから簡単には潰
Chwila, moment. Teraz nie
どうにか
włączyła.
なるまでいたぶってあげる月の海も悪くないかもはあここまでか
Nie, włączyła.
面
Chuj
白い
z tym. Jakbym zaczął jeszcze raz i zrobił tak, że Andersen zginie razem z całą resztą na NP, to może jeszcze by poszło. W przeciwnym wypadku potrzebuję Kastorię. A aż taki zdesperowany na gówno to ja nie jestem. Wow, to cokolwiek robi? Trzeba było włączyć jeszcze kryto. Fuck.
もう怒りました悪いお邪魔虫には思い知ってもらいますコスモバーナー転換まとめて一掃コスモスクラウチョックレーターやめて耳が
Strasznie dużo opór stawia jak na postać w Rassie.
いい時代だ資料集めには事欠かん損なうたびに思い出すがいいメルヘン・マイネス・レーベンス
全部ボス。街は清潔にメストリア班月の虜にして
A może nie?
あげる。お、セッションします。
そうはいかない。
ゲルダの涙よ、心を溶かせ。
A, subattribute Health.
妨害はしませんよ。いずれ針ぴったりだ。観測線は月の棺。漁師は揺らぎ、未明の領域、未踏の世界を組み上げ、完全なる記録を知れ。月の眼から全ての道を走破する。
やめて、耳が。
来い、キャッター。
ヘイ、両サイドウォッチ。
シャルルマーニュ地球儀だ。こっちだ、アルテラ。
乱暴。
何、終わりか。これはこれで物足りんな。
Był skurwol. Środek północy. Swoją drogą morze się spieniło. Okay, Tenoch, I won, so I'm asking you to please come back to us. I still don't know what she was so angry about, but... Well, you did win, so I guess I have no choice but to listen to you now. Fine, I officially declare my alliance with Bibidu by defunct, at least for the time being. I'm willing to sweep that other matter under the rug too, though I do plan on addressing it again later. And I do know how hard you all worked to keep Mundubai safe, so... I, Tenochtitlan, the elemental of the Watertop City, agreed to lend you my aid once again. Tlamatzakwi. This is all very touching, but time is a factor. We need to get moving. We are seriously low on time here. We need to rendezvous with Marsh's team outside and hurry back to Area A. Without any plan, I can't imagine Tenochtitlan joining you alone will be enough to make a difference. Spoken like a true overseer. Fine, I don't want you coming back and bothering me again, so I guess I can send you off with some advice. But in exchange I'm not moving from this spot. You can handle punishing her by yourselves. That's fine. Go ahead, Mr. Hans. According to what you told me, your biggest problems are the buff's temperature impeding your ability to think, and the mysterious way she recovered from wounds that would normally be fatal. Tenochtitlan should be able to do something about the buff. So let's focus on the part where injuries aren't fatal when they should be. There was one summer a few years ago when she was blabbing on about how she was immortal after eating mermaid flesh. In combat, it even seemed like she was actually immortal, however it turned out to be an illusion. I bet the same kind of thing is happening here, that she's bothering to claim she's immortal at all means it has limits. Well sure, in practice being immortal really just means coming back to life if you happen to die. Not dying when you are killed. But the fact that you can die means you are not protected from death by definition. To truly be immortal, you'd have to be completely impervious to injury too. Anyway, getting back to Chiara, I remember hearing she struck massive areas at once with brutal force during that summer horror incident. But she hasn't tried anything like that here. I also scanned the entire buff back when we were fighting her, and the only spirit origin signal I detected was hers. So it's definitely not like she's hiding anywhere. She really is just instantly healing her spirit origin, making this all reward and no risk for her. Even my time reversing cheat skill Domina Cornam uses up a ton of magical energy whenever I activate it. From everything you have told me, it sounds like this phenomenon is in effect constantly, not in response to her taking damage. Which means Chiara's effectively invincible as long as she's in that buff. Put another way, it's all a dream. That's why everything is so hazy and why things always end up back the way they started. So you're saying we are trapped in a dream just by being in that buff area? No, we are not the ones dreaming, Chiara is. Think of it as an extreme meditation state. She's been able to make herself indestructible by essentially hypnotizing herself. So then, you're saying as long as she thinks she's part of a dream, whether that dream is good or bad, nothing that happens to her will register as real? So she's basically playing pretend by herself so intensely that she can ignore the outside world entirely? Don't look at me like that, I feel silly saying all this too, but the fact is that's what she's doing. So wake her up, snap her out of it, you will never get anywhere until you do that. But how? Nothing we did worked on her. Fair, the way she is now, everything you do probably just seems like the annoying but harmless skittering of insects. You are dead tired, you want to sleep, a few lies crawling on you wouldn't wake you, right? It's a lot like that. So her biggest weakness is the fact that she's still human. And what's the number one reason humans wake up even when they don't want to? You guessed it, work. For her, her work is her training, so to wake her up you will have to make her think. Her training regimen is about to begin. How do we do that? Shine a bright light on her so she thinks the sun has risen? No, that won't work. Monks start their days way before the sun rises. Their training begins with the ringing of a bell. They call it Shinrei. It's basically a fancy bell attached to the end of a wooden handle. Luckily I know exactly what it looks like, because I thought something like this might happen one day. Here, take it. Ring that when she lets her guard down, and you will see the results soon enough. Don't be afraid to go nuts with it either. The more irritating she finds it, the better. Really? That's all we need to do? Isn't that how it usually goes? Nothing interrupts a good dream like some boring real-world nonsense. Trying some big dramatic way of waking someone up only leads to tragedy. Habits are the best way to rouse a dreamer. Oh, one last thing, this isn't advice so much as a warning. Kiara might be wasteful in a lot of ways, but she never wastes anything she gets her hands on. She uses whatever she can get for maximum effect, then throws it away, or to make sure anyone she takes something from loses that much more. If she demanded you leave someone behind, it's because she had a plan for them. I'd give up on rescuing Bartholomew if I were you. Długa ta sekcja. The sea was completely empty. The skies were clear enough to see beyond the horizon, but there was not so much as a hint of a merchant ship laden with valuables for the taking. On days like this, the best thing to do is sit back, clean your gun, and enjoy a nice cup of tea. Hey, if I'm completely off the mark here, I apologize, but there's something I just have to ask. Oh, a ship is no place for a woman, but oh well, this pirate crew was always a ragtag bunch. I suppose it makes sense there'd be a woman or two here. I think I've heard the old Rax ships have some lady sailors. Why are you always so depressed? You look like you are enjoying your life, but you don't care about being happy. You rob people of their money, but you place no value on wealth. You've made a name for yourself as a pirate, but you don't use it to get what you want. I don't understand. Why did you do all this? What were you trying to accomplish? Accomplish? I wasn't thinking nearly that far ahead. All I can do is set a goal for the next few months, use the howl to talk these scoundrels into helping me, lead harbor raids in the most cruel and brutal ways you can possibly imagine, and make off with rewards worth risking our lives over. Then one day after I repeated that cycle a number of times, I got shot in the throat and was dead before I knew it. I'm no hero, I'm nothing of the sort. I was never anything more than a second-rate navigator at best, milady. I'm not the kind of pirate you thought I was. but everyone says you are the one of the greatest pirates to ever live. They say your death in the 18th century marks the end of the golden era of piracy. I always thought that whole age lost its sparkle when it lost you, one of its greatest stars. That whole golden age thing was always a load of bunk. It fell apart way before my time. When I first raised my flag, the time when you could go around freely pillaging and plundering was already coming to an end. That's why I never gave any thought to the future. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. I've got a few years ahead of me at best. That thing was the only thing holding my fleet together, and it's not the kind of thing that lasts for decades. If you can maintain relationships with dozens of pirate ships, keep track of their crews and guarantee their food and provisions for a year, you've got the makings of a village. If you can keep that arrangement going for 10 years, you can call yourself a legit country. But I always felt like I was going to die before getting to that point, so I never felt any responsibility to make sure my crew's future were seen too. If I seem depressed, well, that's why. I don't have any goals or even much in the way of desires. As long as today is a good day, that's enough for me. If I seem passionate, it's only because life is more fun that way. It's a technique, a means to an end. Everything I do is calculated, even my good looks. I don't actually have any passions or regrets. I don't have any ambitions or yearnings either. I don't move myself, I'm just like this sail. We only move when we catch a tailwind that pushes us ahead. Then what about when you tried to get me back? It was the same thing there too. Without you I had no ship. Without a ship I had no way of getting food. But if I'm being honest, all that is secondary. The fact is my staying behind was the best choice. I'm of almost no help in battle, and I don't have the kind of passion or goals other pirates do. I'm just an extra piece on the board. Nobody pays me any mind. If I disappear here, the others won't even notice. Are you sure? She did ask.
Are you sure about that?
I'm sure. My heroic spirit rank is as low as they come. I am useless in battle. Now that Karna's back, there's no more need for me to... Not that. I mean, are you really sure you had no regrets? Nothing you yearned for? Or was it that you did, but the things you wanted were already gone? The sea was completely empty. It was bereft of everything. Dreams, honor, future. That's right, by the time I became a pirate, everything I wanted was already gone. There was no more romance in sailing around the world, no more legends of islands with buried treasure, no more people calling you the strongest ever. All the good stuff was taken. All that remained to us were days spent plundering. There, you see? That's why you never desired anything. Honor, dreams, adventure, it was all much too dangerous. But in exchange you achieved something no other pirate did. In all of history you were the only pirate with a crew of almost 300. You were the only one who carefully planned out your rights, seized merchant ships, and escaped from the Navy. So please, don't say you are a useless heroic spirit. You had everything going for you. Talent, ambition, charisma. You lacked but one thing. Had you but had that one thing, you could have been the king of all the oceans. Had you but had that one thing, you could have been free until the end of your days. Had you but had that one thing, you would have stood firm against any of your rival pirates. Do you know what that one thing is, Lord Bartholomew Roberts? Of course I do, it's time. I lacked time. I already had a late start when I began practicing piracy in my 30s, and I had no time to stay current with the latest navigational techniques. If only I'd had more time, if only I'd started sooner. Or alternatively, if I'd just been stronger, younger, and had more energy and vitality, then what? Then I wouldn't have lost to anyone, no one would have looked down on me. I could have lived my life freely, doing whatever I wanted. And I never would have had to live down this humiliating reputation as the man who ended the age of piracy. My tongue won't stop quavering, such an incredibly fierce yet incredibly empty veil of fury. Who could possibly ignore such a heartfelt cry of lament? Please partake of my flesh, that is the only way to quell your grief. Join me in immortality and let us walk the path of salvation together. There was nothing to think about. No, there was no time to think about it. That was the mistake I made in life. I want to make that mistake again. I refuse to live yet another life weighed down by shame. The only thing I'm hesitant about is that flesh. It's pulsing red, marbled with some kind of fat I don't recognize. And something about its smell. It practically stabs into my brain through my nostrils. It is making it seem revolting. It's good, better than I thought it would be. That idiotic thought was the first thing out of my mouth after I reluctantly took my first bite. Huh? What in the world is this luxurious, I mean unbelievable sight I'm seeing? Who dares dump so many sats into this lunar city's sacred sea? I don't know how they got hold of all that detergent, but they deserve 1,000 deaths for this transgression. It doesn't seem like something a mermaid would do. This kind of ocean pollution is far beyond... Oh wait, this isn't the ocean at all, is it? If you just want to wash your body, it might actually be nice and clean. As far as I can tell, this is just a very fancy bubble bath. It's just as biodegradable as soap, so it won't harm the water, won't make it any cleaner either. Yeah, it just leave a bunch of bubbles washed up on the shore, and who do you think will be stuck cleaning that up? I've got a lot of pent-up resentment over being forced to scrub that damn poolside in the name of the greater good. Now's my chance to finally get revenge on that stupid bodhisattva. Let's freaking go! Area A's approval rating has reached 69%. We are running out of time, Master. Sessyoin, where are you? Why, I'm right here, of course. You didn't have to come running just to see me. A true bodhisattva is devoted to saving all life equally. Beasts wriggling on the ground like yourselves may as well be dancing in the palm of my hand. I could have crushed you the instant you set foot on my little beach, but never mind that. I've planned something much more entertaining, which is why I had you all come here to my innermost reaches. Don't listen to anything she said, Master. We don't have any time to spare. Just use the thing. Leave it to me. Not another step, Marcisław. At this distance, I'd have no trouble putting a bullet right between your eyes. You seem to have a plan of some kind, but don't expect to just walk in here and pull it off. None of your attacks are going to reach her. I will shut them all down before they get a chance. Mr. Sciarra has given me more than enough power to do that. Damn it, it's exactly what Anderson said. You seem less surprised than I was expecting. Well, that's no fun. Now I won't get to enjoy demolishing you nearly as much as I thought. I can't get a proper reading on Bartholomew's spirit origin, but it appears to be exhibiting the same kind of anomaly as Sessyoin Chiara. I can't believe someone as upstanding as you would let yourself be taken in by her, Bartholomew. Upstanding? Ridiculous. Giving people more credit than they deserve is just another way of being sardonic, Smash. What did you think pirates were anyway? We betrayed each other, even attacked and killed each other all the time. The truth is, I chose to join Mr. Sciarra freely. Indeed, Lord Bartholomew was all too happy to co-sign my proposal for humanity's annihilation. Accomplished heroic spirits like yourselves could never hope to understand. He sought my salvation to free himself from his misfortune of his weak heart and the suffering he endured thanks to the poor hand he was dealt in life. Weak of heart. A wicked life devoted only to killing and plundering, a life of a born loser filled with regret and compromise. So he cast aside his cheap celebrate spirit origin and was reborn as my disciple to overcome that contradiction. All who oppose me are vermin, and so he swore he would cut them down mercilessly, be they parent, friend or lover. Isn't that right, Lord Bartholomew? You will lend me your aid, won't you? I swear to God, no, you are all about the Buddha, aren't you? I swear to the Buddha, I will die for you. In exchange, I ask only that you keep your promise to change your hairstyle once I've dealt with them. I'm not asking for much, just covering up one eye will be more than enough. That way our compatibility will be off the charts. He's completely entranced. He might be sane, but he's also very much not. Thoughts, I can't believe one little promise of hidden eyes was all it took for him to be like, yeah, I'm all about that, with Sessyoin. Honestly, I kinda have to admire the guy's consistency. Here he is, brainwashed by the enemy, and he still manages to be the same pathetic pervert as always. Guess I will have to get serious enough to finally put him out our misery. A chainsaw to the neck ought to be quite quick at least. I know you heroic spirits wouldn't let me down. So valiant, you will fight anyone to save the world. Friend, parent, lover, anyone. Ah, what a horrifying turn of events. On one side, a champion of those freed from their former lives of suffering. On the other, champions of justice focused on the suffering this life has in store. Neither side is in the wrong, but each must kill the other. Ah, my climax is close at hand. This is exactly why I can never give up playing at Salvation. Now then, there's no time to waste. Once my ratings hit 70%, I will be free to do whatever I like. I wonder, are you cold-blooded enough to slaughter your former comrade in arms and punish me at my peak to save the world? By all means, you are welcome to try. I look forward to watching you from the best seat in the bathhouse. Chwila. A nie, dobrze. No już myślałem, że nie jest dobrze. A tu się na szczęście okazało, że jest dobrze. Które to było? Mogłem jeszcze założyć dobry command code. Mystic code. Jak trzeba go zastrzelić? No to trzeba go zastrzelić. Ile on tego tam? Chyba raz. Jak tak? To spoko.
強引ですね。
Zapomniałem mi chyba dać buffa. No.
真実の体来たる。いい建物ね、合体しましょう。これが夏の決戦都市アーマードテノチティカラン。姉妹都市同盟成立ね。美しい戦士のように華麗すぎますね。水の流れを甘く見るから。
私大切なおもちゃですほら
Co on tam se odpalił? Popierdoliło cię?
まあまあ少し落ち着きましょう。ではとっておきと参りおま
天神毘沙門天が真意を抜き放つは今ぞ。美天発想知らないのタッチ。美天王物
Are you motherfucker?
HD セットそこです。アクセル全開死ねー。
まだ果てないでくださいね。
こいつか
Hop stoi w miejscu, się bafuje i gówno z tego ma.
スタジオにします。スピノインいかがです？たくさん飲ませてあげる。よっと一杯だけですから。
毘沙門天におまかいざ参る。宝刀よ、我が命運を開け。いざ毘沙門天の加護ぞあり。美天発想知らない。ぶっ飛べ死ねー。剣心必殺エチゴライダークラッシュ。
逃げ出しても構いませんよ。
Kurwa!
しっかりしがみついてくださいね。あら、言う
私が
ことを聞かない
受け止める。
どうやら貴殿は気づいていないのかな。すでに用意されていることに。全訪問一斉操作ブラックダーティーパーティーハウリング。
Okej, dobra, to było zabawne.
私の秘密を暴いたのです。
Hop stoi tylko i się bafuje, a potem nagle zmienia stronę. To nasz Robercik. Bart, syn Simpa. Ha? You broke my meditation? My state of samadhi that even I can't bring myself out of? No, that's not possible. How could you possibly uncover my secret? You know as well as I do there was no secret. I was in the same dream you were, that's all. So I took advantage of that to talk to you from behind. The sheer surprise must have woken you up. Bartholomew. You, on the other hand, don't seem surprised at all, Master. How did you know I wasn't actually taken in? Everything Chiara said about you was wrong. Your heart is anything but weak. I see, that explains it. It's true, I do have more confidence than most. That's why I was able to resist that suspicious flesh and why I was able to empty my mind. I figured she'd take hold of me for real if I worried too much. That was my big mistake in life. I wasn't about to repeat it here. So you didn't actually eat the mermaid flesh? Then you must have spat it out before you swallowed it. But even if that's true, it still doesn't make sense. Zapiszcie to sobie jako notkę, jak będziecie kiedyś robić jakiegoś dojina. Bart spits, doesn't swallow. You are a scummy pirate who went around raiding harbors, attacking ships and robbing countless people of their wealth and lives. It shouldn't be possible for you to resist the temptation of immortality when it's right before your eyes. Zapominamy, że wszyscy jesteście duchami i już dawno umarliście? If you had that potential, you wouldn't have such a paltry spirit origin, barely deserving of the name to begin with. Wkurwiłaś karnę. Don't you ever put that disrespect on my homie. Aha, now I see, so that's where you went wrong. It's true that Bartholomew Roberts was a miserly pirate. It was just pure luck that I managed to remain a captain for 3 years. I swore I would only kill people on the sea, yet as soon as you said, I still robbed countless people of their lives during my raids on their harbors. Not to mention that by taking all the food and money they had, I condemned many I didn't kill directly to starvation. I could say that's just what those times were like, but I won't. It was wrong then and it's wrong now. Heroes great and small may be killers, but pirates are inhumane scum on top of that. Which is exactly why I never expected to live a long life. That's why I made up my mind when I went from being a sailor on a slave ship to a pirate. I decided I was going to take the joy, pain, love and sin that usually goes into decades of life and pack it all into a scant few years. I knew the only path open to me was to take everything about Bartholomew Roberts and condense it. If someone had happened to interview me, I would have told them I have no intention of making it to old age. I plan to live life on my own terms until my time is up. That's the kind of person I am. Even as a scummy low-life pirate, that's the one thing I can be proud of. If Blackbird were here, I'm sure he'd say the same thing. Immortality never crossed my mind. My only wish then and now was to die at sea. Well, Well done. It seems I truly did have you all wrong. A pirate ship is still a ship. I was quite happy at the thought that I would get to decorate my ocean with an ornament befitting a mermaid princess, but alas. Now that things have come to this, I see no way to resolve matters between us but with violence. So I will run your ship aground before the storm, just like in the history books. You are gonna transform again? That's plain dirty, damn it. Why don't you fight as fair for once? Heh, why should I, a human, lower myself to the level of insects like yourselves? You may have gotten lucky and stopped my meditation, but thanks to my multicolored tranquility, I am still the same bodhisattva I was before. My body is now a grand spectacle drifting upon the lunar sea. Struggle all you like, insects, I will hardly notice you. This will be our grand finale, our last and greatest battle. You may be the hope of humanity, Lord Marcisław, but I am the last hope of Donuty. If you cannot defeat me, you haven't a hope of banishing the great evil that awaits you. So stand tall, hold your head high, and let us settle this face to face. I look forward to seeing how long you can last in the path of this torrent of water. Wkurza, że muszę za każdym razem ten sam team ustawiać od nowa. Jeszcze jakie chujowe dobrało karty.
本時衰弱、霊気花蜜、八方の障害、そのすべてを受け止めましょう。
月の海、いかがですか？どこからいじっちゃおうかな。
Znowu 3 tury?
いざお任せあれ。押し通る。死ねー。ズバーン。そこです。アクセル全開。死ねー。
儲け、衰え、そしり、褒めた。
Może ją ktoś rozjechać walcem? Bo mi się nie chce.
Navi、コスモですので。ウィーン。プラネットシュート。裏引き言わないでください。大丈夫ですよね。
たたえ、とがめ、苦しみ、楽しみ。
コスモですので。推進力がそれまで。スパッと決心。
Tyle mi dobrych tur zmarnowała.
入浴の時間ですわ。血縁勘定していきます。成りゆく先は摂政院、仏母のごとき天上楽土。心ゆくまで、身が溶けるまで。
Niepotrzebnie zużyłem skilla Bibi.
いい品揃えだ。いただこう。
スタジオにします。
Przydałyby się teraz.
一杯だけまあまあ少し落ち着きましょう。
1% mi brakuje. Kurwa.
よし。同じものをもらおう。この夏を楽しむためだ。予約として取っておく。
ライドオン。
まだ果てないでくださいね。ほら、危ない。ほって、今、小指調べですね。
A jakby tak ją po prostu zabić.
全力でいきます。では、お任せあれ。
天心毘沙門天が真意を抜き放つは今ぞ。美天発想知らないのタッチ。
水しぶきなんてやんちゃなこと。
美天王術。
まあ、
走れ HD 戦剣士必殺。 イチゴライダークラッシュ。
湯加減はいかがです泡にさえ勝てないなんて可愛らしいこと。
いや。
Zastanawiałem się, jak to przeżyjemy.
合わせろマスター。
Ale po pierwsze robimy tak. Po drugie jeszcze jedna tura. Po trzecie mam jeszcze schowanego Invade'a.
宝刀よ我が命運を開け。いざ毘沙門天の加護ぞあり。美天発想知らない。
水しぶきなんてやんちゃなこと。
遅い遅い遅い。死ねー。剣心必殺イチゴライダークラッシュ。
諦めの悪い。入浴剤にしてあげましょう。ほら、危ない。もっと強く。
すまない。
Kurwa.
諦めの悪い。
Cóż, musimy mieć nadzieję, że Johanna to przeżyje.
美味しいですかそれ。人は輝くもの。それでは一発カキーンと。ではお任せあれ。お任せ。
宝刀よ我が命運を開け。いざ毘沙門天の加護ぞあり。美天発想知らない。
いい加減になさい。
押し通る。
諦めの悪い。諦めの悪い。
そこです。アクセル全開。死ねー。
くれるかしらね。
O, przeżyła.
まだ果てないでくださいね。諦めの悪い。
リクエストに応じます。
Dobra, ale ona musi być evil. Jest chaotic evil. To dobrze.
いざ参る。
Proszę państwa... A, to gówno mi to da.
怒りもなく憤りもなく粛々
Chociaż
と
kto
ことを
wie.
なす。ここに伝言を届け贖いを求めます。レジェンダム・パーパトロヌス終了です。
宝刀よ、我が命運を開け。いざ毘沙門天の加護ぞあり。美天発想知らぬ
いい加減になさい。
い。ライド
やめの悪い湯加減はいかがです？泡にさえ勝てないなんて。ほって、いや、小指調べですね。
それじゃちょっと気合い入れますね。いざ参る。
いいですね。
お任せあれ。天使、今ここに全てを。毘沙門天が一つたち知らない。
いい加減になさい。諦めの悪い
美天王術。
諦めの悪い諦めの悪い。逃げ出しても構いません。入浴剤にしてあげましょう。
Skadi się wybroniłem.
まだ果てないでくださいね。
Who fucking who? Szkoda tylko, że pozostałe dostały NP Sila na 2 tury. Dobra, Kenshin zabij.
いざ参る。お任せあれ。スパッと剣心。
諦めの悪い諦めの悪い諦めの悪い。湯加減はいかがです？可愛らしいこと。
Możemy mieć problem.
小指調べです。諦めの悪い。
たまには良いか。いざ参る。海よ海よ、我が愛しき北欧の海。我が海よ、見知らぬ海さえつながってここに その可能性を見せよ。もっともっとだ。
Nie jest aż tak źle.
やめの悪いまだ果てないでくださいねもっと強く
10% mi brakuje, żeby jeszcze jedną turę to odroczyć. Jakby Summer Skady miała swoje NP normalne, tak by było fajnie.
Koの玉座に座る限り我が元は絶対なり我は教皇ヨハンナ制限をもって証明するレジェンダム・パーパトルヌス許しは問いません
宝刀よ我が命運を開けいざ毘沙門天の加護ぞあり美天発想知らない
いい加減になさい
走れ HP1100
No cóż, miejmy nadzieję,
露天の地獄にいらっしゃい
że czadowe chłopaki z tyłu będą wystarczyć.
何がいるかしらね
Nawet jeśli jest tylko jeden.
私に分からずと
ほら危ないまだ果てないでくださいね
いたたた
別の可能性始める懸命な判断ふう
諦めの悪い諦めの悪い諦めの悪い
実に興味深い
諦めの悪い可愛らしいことまだ果てないでくださいね
Strasznie niski
可愛ら
damage.
しいこと
始めるとしようそうかい初歩的なことだ友よエレメンタリーマイディア
A jak mówię niski damage, chodzi mi o Kiary.
面白いふう
80% szans miał.
実に興味深い
諦めの悪いまだ果てないでくださいね
Holz, bo cię zaraz
ほぐれてきました
sam zrzucę z Reichenbacha.
諦めの悪い
懸命な判断面白い
諦めの悪い諦め
Really fucking crit?
諦めの悪い
実に興味深い
Dziękuję.
これほどに霊気を増した私が星の内海を飲み干す野望が潰されるなんて なんちゃって長福お見事でございます。所詮どこまで行こうとこの私は月のが
You are cancer of my
月
life.
から出ることは叶わなかったのです。
明白な事実ほど誤解を与えやすい勝敗の結果さえ
A ten kran jednak nie jest taki fajny, że można go sobie od dołu wyłączyć tylko. Nie wiem, po co to jest. Dla dekoracji. I'm not sure why, but I feel like we really pulled it off this time. That's right, congratulations on beating Kiara without even using Melt's Death Whip. You really have grown a lot, Master. I don't think you even need my help anymore. Would you mind not rubbing your victory in my face, please? You only won because things worked out perfectly for you. Between Lord Bartholomew's pride, Lady Tenochtitlan's sublime temperature adjustment, and your valiant efforts moving me in spite of myself, you frankly had everything going for you. You owe your victory entirely to coincidence, nothing more. Besides, have you forgotten? I'm still Area A's Moon Cancer. I can still draw on all the resources I want from the countless citizens who support me? Excuse me for 1 second. Her rating's over 70%. Coś mi tu nie gra, gdzie jest 5%. And yet she doesn't seem all that different. Certainly nothing like the super bodhisattva I was dreading. What a shame. I know this might be a possibility, but still. If even I'm not enough, then this war truly is done for. Bibi Dubai pinned all her hopes on me. She must be so terribly disappointed. Now there is no one left who can save Moon Dubai. No, who can save the Sword's people. Why would they need saving when the annihilation proposals have all been rejected? You know what I mean, don't you? Bibi Dubai decided to hold this competition because nobody knew what caused the people of this world to die out. It's rather like trying to fit in an answer sheet after a test has already ended. In this case, the answer in question are about humanity's extinction. Bibi Dubai was desperately hoping someone could come up with an answer even after the fact. That way, even if humanity is dead and gone now, there would at least be some record to say. The people of this world may have been powerless to stop their fate, but their history is still worth remembering. That's true, Bibi Dubai did say something like that when she proposed we form an alliance. Whatever matter of extinction is chosen, it's still better than a complete unknown. But who's that answer sheet going to be submitted to? Is there someone above even Bibi Dubai? No, Bibi Dubai stands at the top of Mount Dubai, this entire world. There is no one above her. But powerful as she may be, she is still ultimately no more than another character in this world's cast. Even she cannot hope to hold a candle to that which oversees the very world. In other words, that what she fears is nothing less than humanity itself. That is why she came up with this contest. She wanted to overcome humanity's own evaluation of this world. Overcome humanity's evaluation, establish how this world's people died out, how the world itself came to an end. Wait, I know this future is a parallel world, but are you also telling us? I am. This fleeting universe will soon be subjected to the pruning theoretical phenomenon. We have tried everything we can think of, including any and all possible methods of extinction, but to no avail. The history of this world's people will be cut off in 2999, just as planned. Then it will be removed from the universe's oversight, and pruned away from all of human history. Gdzie jest problem? Bo no to tak to działa, to tak powinno być. But why? Novae created a new humanity and a peaceful, self-sustaining world to house them. Może dlatego, że ludzkość przestała się rozwijać. It's not as though it's being ruled at the whim of a single remaining god. There should be no reason to prune it. Exactly, the new humanity may not have much desire to grow and change, but they are just as artistic and creative as humans have ever been. I don't understand why this world would be considered a dead end, but I'm guessing you do, Chiara. You have taken in tons of these new human souls, including the former mayor of Novae, right? I have, and I do. The answer, of course, is that they committed an unforgivable sin. The new humans made something that should never have existed. Something that exterminated the humans of this world and will ultimately be responsible for it being pruned away. As a matter of fact, you've heard that certain something's name a number of times already. Wait, really? Even someone like me, who's barely been to see any of Novae because I've been stuck slaving away here? Oh yes, I'm quite certain you were among the first to hear this name, Lady Zhufu. That said, while this name should be familiar, it is also pronounced a bit differently than you may be accustomed to. In the Magecraft world, the moon has long served as a bulwark for Earth. For tens of thousands of years, it has been an enormous umbrella shielding our world from evil things that lie beyond it. But sometimes the shadow is cast by the sheltering hand, especially when you want to look up at the sky, no? In this case, this particular umbrella's illusion verges into the extreme, becoming a canopy that envelops everything underneath it. It permeated the collective consciousness, insisting humanity is fine just the way it is, and civilization needn't grow any further. It appears whenever humanity sets its sights upon outer space, exerting an invisible peer pressure that hinders any and all attempts to extend or develop beyond our world. In time, this phenomenon came to be known as moon cancer. It is an insidious lunar force which would grab hold of any prime species attempting to escape Earth's pull, taking humanity by the hand and dragging it back to the ground. So a wholly separate being from the servant class. Does the fact that we are moon cancers mean we are ultimately going to become Tlamazaczli's enemies then? Tamaza quiz. Heh, no cause for concern there. The name for the Moon Cancer class comes from Bibi. She is an obstacle to humanity, not a threat. Even if she's more like a trial to help it become its better self. Best self. You can be as cute as you want about it, but you aren't fooling me. You are going to pay us back with interest for all the wicked things you have done. Oh my, I only had you working 24 hours shifts for a paltry 17 days. Your endurance really leaves something to be desired, Lady Jufu. Frankly, I'm surprised to hear you don't care for training, considering that a renowned Taoist you are. What a renowned Taoist you are. Don't be stupid, there's a time and place for everything. If I were with Lady Yu, I would handle centuries worth of training, no sweat. Oh, it seems this is it for me. And still so far from satisfied. In my own way, I did the best I could to prevent this world from being pruned. But it seems that too amounted to no more than another virtuous act of self-gratification. Very well then, I will continue to meditate on your success once I make my way back to Chaldea. Oh, wait, Andersen is here too. Don't you want to see him before you go? Why would I want to do that? He has nothing to do with me. If he's here right now, he can do whatever he likes for all I care. Him being little more than a useless old man with an obstinate streak, I expect he would be making his way back to Chaldea, tail firmly between his legs soon enough. Yeah, wrong, Sessyoin. Earlier you said we owed our victory to coincidence. But we had a plan in place to deal with your meditative state all along. Take a look at this bell. Andersen assured us it would be quite effective on you. We just never used it because Bartholomew saved us the trouble. He also said something about irritating your melon pass. Uh-oh, did we just step on a landmine in a lava field? May I say something? My village never used bells to rouse us in the morning. You could have rang that bell all you wanted and it wouldn't have made a bit of difference. Oh, oh, oh. Damn, seriously? It would seem Lord Bartholomew's talk has risen yet again, while a certain stubborn author continues to crash. At least I can go back home taking solace in that knowledge. In fact, as thanks for that little tidbit, I can tell you that I kept the sand ship in good condition while you were away. You can use it to get back to Old Dubai if you like. It seems your uncharacteristic gambit continues to pay significant dividends, doesn't it, Mr. Roberts? I'm not sure I'd go that far, but it's good to hear the guide is alright. Then I bid you all a final farewell. I will be praying that this whole city doesn't disappear like so much sea foam. Okej, niby została jeszcze jedna strzałeczka, ale aż tak to mnie jeszcze nie popierdoliło. Widzimy się jutro na kolejnym dokończowywaniu. Została nam sekcja jeszcze 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 są chyba, czyli jeszcze z 5 sekcji. No to ten. Na razie i mam nadzieję, że jutro już będzie trochę chłodniej. Urwał.